Okay. Hello everyone. We are here in the next episode of Vibe Tuesdays with a very special guest of James, the co-founder CEO of Resonade. Welcome, James. Would you say hi for our audience here?
Yeah, no, thanks for having me on, Matthias. Appreciate your interest in the project, and you and I go back a couple of years. So yeah, it's a pleasure to come on and chat with you about this new project.
Nice. Just so you know why James is so special, it was one of our very first projects that we started working with in our studio. Like, what was it? Like 3 years ago, and the guy was already a hit.
2023, I think 2023. Yeah.
Exactly. He has been building non-stop for like 2 3 years, success after success. He was even successful before he started his first project. I guess it was called Arcadia Web3 or something like that. You know, he has this super great idea, great evolution of his idea called Resonate. So tell me a bit more about yourself, James, about what you have been building, what bring you from Web3 now to AI and the creator economy. People will love to hear about your story.
Yeah, for sure. So first, I'll just start off by saying that once COVID hit in 2020, um, I just decided to start up a YouTube channel. I always kind of wanted to do it. Just kind of one day decided to go ahead and build it. Chose a topic. At the time, it was like in the finance space and investing, just sharing my own journey and stuff. I was able to build that channel to about 60,000 subscribers within 6 months. And met a lot of great people, met a lot of sketchy people as well, of course, because that world is filled with interesting characters. But what I'm trying to say is it was a great learning experience, and actually that kind of kickstarted my journey into building like tech projects, because I had met a few developers at the time. And anyways, so one thing led to another. I've now worked with several different projects. I've done my own few projects as well after leaving YouTube in 2023. And so yeah, I started Arcadia Web3 as my first Web3 venture. Um, you know, I'm not gonna say it was like a smashing success, but it went, but it did what it needed to do. And at the time, uh, it was an experience that also taught me a lot about what to focus on when first building a business. And so the venture after Arcadia was I'm not going to name the name because it is like I'm under NDA for it, but it was a project that was built, designed, and then sold within a year of inception to a larger company, let's just say. And it was in the secure file payments, and it was a secure file payment tool that was sold to them. After that was done, I wanted to kind of get back into the creator space. And so going full circle with me starting YouTube and understanding the whole, YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, uh, that whole space, Discord. I had all of that. I had community. I had built all of that. So I knew exactly how those platforms worked. And a lot of the times, the experience wasn't so great, and the fees were quite high, and it was just not really optimal. And there wasn't a lot of optimizations going on. There wasn't a lot of improvement. It was very stagnant. They raised a ton of money, like kind of the bigger players, right? OnlyFans has obviously their own niche, and we're not we're not targeting that same demographic. But Patreon and now a few others have kind of popped up. But what I wanted to do with Resonade is I wanted to kind of build an all-in-one platform for creators, by creators, really. And so we named it Resonade because we wanted it to resonate with creators. And so the concept is really to help them earn from memberships, video content, digital drops, courses, and way more. And for us, it's like, we're layering in smart tools to support collaboration between creators, which is something I think is really going to set us apart. And right now, if you want to collaborate with another creator, like you got to hit them up on Instagram or DMs, and then it's a whole mess, and then you have to figure out how to revenue split and all this kind of stuff that goes into that, and it's very messy and it takes a long time and it's not optimized, and it hasn't been very innovative in that sense. And so for us, it was really important to create a suite for that. So we've done that, which will be live very soon. Our closed beta is live right now, but that particular feature will be live soon. And what we also wanted to focus on is we wanted to help automate growth and engagement and give clear, actionable insights for how creators can better grow their business, essentially, and also better monetize their whether it's their art or their community or whatever their content, whatever they are about, that they can do on our platform. And so we wanted to make it easier for creators to scale, because right now one of the main issues with the current creator monetization platforms, outside of no collaboration, outside of just stunted growth, is exactly that. You kind of have to bring your community onto the platform. And so there's not really a way to grow or get found. And so it's very skewed towards, if you're a big creator, you're going to get a lot of the traffic, you're going to get a lot of the fans. And so there's not really a good discovery system. And so that was another one of our focuses, building this platform. So, so essentially, at the end of the day, we built a platform that I wish I had when I was a creator, right?
Nice.
And so, seamless product drops in fans' inboxes automatically, all automated, much lower fees, baked in growth tools, and and Web3 support, of course, is coming. And so for us, we're very stoked about it. And as I alluded to earlier, we are now launching our closed beta, which we hope to get a lot of feedback from all sorts of different kinds of creators, users, and I want to build this in a way where it's very community focused and creator focused, and so very open to feedback. So that's a little bit I know I went a little bit long there, but that's kind of an intro of where of how it started and where we are right now.
Nice. This is exactly what I was going to ask you first. What do you see happening in the creator economy that moved you to create Resonade, and you explained it very well. Because a lot of founders, they try to solve problems that are outside of their living. They see a problem in the entertainment industry, they see a problem in the manufacturing industry, whatever, and they try to fix, but they do not experience this pain yet. So what you're saying, James, is that you went through all of these pains that you pointed out as a creator inside the creator economy, inside Web3 and outside the Web3. And this is why you built Resonate, to try and address the most pressing points, right?
That's exactly it. I went through the pain points, and so I was able to kind of see, like, okay, if I'm going through some of these issues, then obviously some other creators are. I have creator friends as well who went through similar stuff, and so that was it was born from that. Yes.
That's a very good suggestion. Everyone there that watching this video, think of creating your own app or vibe coding your own app to existence. Listen for this reason from James. Start from something that you understand. Start with something that you can navigate there, and then you're going to have higher chance of success, right? And James, you mentioned something very important. You niche it down, right? The creator economy for selling like food pictures is solved with this.
Yeah, feed pics. Yeah, we're definitely a feed pick platform. We are that's our main focus.
But I was trying to say that you niche yourself outside of that, so you're not poaching this kind of content that is out there, and you are niching yourself for creators like musicians, DJ creators, like you mentioned, artists and independent artists and all, which is very resonating. Sorry for the pun, with our community as well, with arts and everything that we're doing, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think you introduced me to Renee and the Artisan platform, and And immediately I was like, oh, this is very niche but very cool. You know, it supports real art, and it seems like there's a very strong community vibe on there. And so yeah, like I signed up for season 6 of your fund, Matthias.
Nice.
Yeah, because why not? And I wanted to come on here so that people can kind of get to know the project, get to know me a little bit. I do have a co-founder as well, Peter, who can be here today. But yeah, so it's extremely exciting. And to answer your question, yeah, I mean, look, we're not targeting the adult industry. We're not going to. We kind of want to stay a little bit out of it in terms of not allow, like, we don't want to not allow certain things, like I do believe in allowing creators to be creative. And so unless it's causing harm or dangerous, then you'll be allowed on the platform. But yes, we do want to put a spotlight to real art. We do want to put a spotlight on creativity. And we don't want to just turn into a platform that, a lot of the platforms nowadays, I feel like, they just kind of promote, even if it's written content, for example, a lot of it will be just AI generated and everyone's saying the same thing and it's just copy pasted, and there's a lack of authenticity on a lot of these different platforms. And so, for us, we also added a social element into Resonade. So you do have a feed, you do have all of that stuff. So the closest thing I would say is like, think X combined with sort of a Patreon, except better, and combined with a collaboration platform, right? And so for us, that's kind of what we've focused on. And we've also wanted to make it an all-in-one suite, so that when a creator comes on Resonade, they can monetize all their needs on that platform. Sure, they can complement it if they want with other stuff. If they already have an audience on another platform, I'm not going to say don't use the other platform. But for new creators starting to monetize, I think going on our platform is going to be kind of a no-brainer, because we have all of the tools. We're also going to add. We're currently building an AI assistant to work with a creator to kind of strategize their monetization strategy, and help them analyze the analytics that they're provided and all that stuff, and kind of really paint the picture of what they need to do to succeed on the platform. So we have a lot of ideas. We have a lot of high up there goals, I would say. But for now, we're in the very early stages, of course. Like we're in the closed beta, but I've shown you the platform, Matthias, and I'll show it. I guess I'll demo it quickly here too. But it's not an MVP. It's not really even a V1. I would say it's more of like a V1.5, because it has so many features already, and creators, are able to go monetize today, right? If they so choose. So, we currently have an integration with Stripe for payments, for all things payments. We are, later this year, we're going to be integrating Stripe Crypto, and then, probably just other crypto integrations as well. And, and then down the line, if and when it makes sense, then maybe we'll have our own payment gateway as well. So we want to give people and creators the flexibility of using the platform for their specific needs. So
that's great. That's great. So you are on closed beta. We have a couple dozen people here through our socials, watching us on YouTube and all. Would you like to share some alpha on how to get started? You're probably looking for feedback from these first users, right? To make sure that they can use the features, what works for them or not. So this is a great suggestion as well for all the founders out there. And James, you would like to guide them through your presentation, how to get started with the beta, how to take the best pictures of the feed, I mean, do your demonstration.
Yeah, no, of course. Just give me 1 second. Just gonna pull it up. Okay, so are we sharing? Yeah, we're sharing. Okay, cool. So this is Resonade. So you can get on this site. It's just resonade.io is our website. You can sign up, and we'll have to just review and let you in. We're just doing a little bit of manual acceptance right now for the first little bit. But yeah, just sign up and we'll let you in. So this is a creator account. Okay, so I've made Bruce Wayne / Batman the creator here, as you can see. So we'll start by my studio, and I'll try not to drag it on because it is feature heavy. Like it is, you can do a lot of things. So I'll just kind of swing through it, and then if you have any questions, Matthias, please feel free to ask. Or if you want me to stop somewhere and go deeper into it, I can. So, all right, a creator is going to have their studio. All right, they're going to have everything a social platform has. So they'll have their follower count, their members. So this is paid members, and then their posts. They can share their referral link here. They can share that on any social platform they have with their community. Now, I can make posts. Okay, so you'll see here that there is just zoom in here. There is a tag that says everyone, and that's because this post is targeted to everybody. So which means that even if you are not a paid member, you can see this post. Now,
this would be a creator using a platform, right? Someone
this is a creator using the platform. Yes. So this is their studio, right? So for example, a regular user that is not a creator will not. The only things that they will not have are these 3 top things there: My Studio, Collaborate, and AI Creator. We haven't come up with a name for AI Creator yet, but it'll change. So yeah. Anyways, so you can either post to everyone or to your members only. So you can customize that. Now, when I make a post, I can attach images. Again, make it members or everyone. I can attach a video through like a video link through YouTube. We have integration with YouTube, Loom, Vimeo, and Rumble so far. You can also do a audio, like so either a song or a podcast. We have integrations with Spotify, SoundCloud, and Deezer currently. And so that's what you would, for example, this is what a post with a Spotify link would look like. This is a post with a SoundCloud link. This is just a text post. This is a post with a YouTube video. This is an image post, right? So just to kind of show you different ones. Next, you have your about. I'm not going to spend too much stuff on this. You could put all your socials here, your descriptions, all that. And then you also have your tags, which you can adjust. When you get onboarded, there'll be an onboarding flow. And during that onboarding flow, you'll be able to share, there'll be categories or tags that you can choose to kind of share like what you're doing or what niche you're in, kind of thing. So here, Bruce Wayne is a voice actor. Okay, so you'll have all those tags there, and we'll get into that a bit later. But those will help you to be discovered in our Discover section. Okay. Next, this is where your creator reviews will go. So if you can only leave a review to a creator if you are a paid member. So these ones right here are paid members that have given a review. So that's the feed. Then you go into membership. So you'll have right now I've already created my membership. So it says manage your membership. But initially you'll have a membership name, you'll have a description, you'll have a monthly price, and you can offer an annual subscription if you so choose. Okay, so that's that. There are no tiers. It's really just one membership. Keep it simple because there are so many other ways to monetize that we didn't want to get into the whole tier stuff. That was a Patreon thing anyway, so I don't want to get into that. So that's your membership. Then you get into your videos. So you can sell videos. So these are one-offs. So this would be like any sort of you can do whether it's a podcast or maybe a private members only video or whatever you so choose, right? This can all go there. If you're a movie maker, right? A movie, right? Stuff like that, a music video, etc. So this would all go here. You would just upload your video, drag and drop all your stuff. You can put a preview video as a preview from YouTube, Loom, Vimeo, and Rumble to increase your chances of conversion. And then you'll choose categories for your video. So is your video on, photography? Is it on, interior design? Is it on, I don't know, EDM? Whatever it is, you choose that, and you go with that. Again, these will all be filtered in the discovery section, so people searching for that kind of content, they'll easily be able to find your stuff, so whether they're paid members or not. Next, you have courses. So we've built our V1 of the courses UI. So now, I'm not going to go into the whole thing because it's going to take a while, but essentially you'll be able to create a course. Okay, and think like school. Think the platform school. You can create courses on there too. So we have that incorporated in Resonade. You can do exactly all the same stuff you can do on school, and so that's all there. Shop. So this is where this is the place where you'll find ebooks, any type of audio, and any types of images that are for sale. Okay, so this could be anything of those three categories. And so if I go here, I can choose either I could choose my product type. Again, I'll choose my category. I'll put my price. I'll upload a thumbnail. So all of that is there. And then once I upload, it'll look like this. It'll have a card. Next up, we have the payouts over here. So as I mentioned earlier, we are integrated with Stripe. So you'll be able to, on the front end, see you'll be able to see your balance, what is pending, and what you can withdraw now. You can choose the amount that you want to withdraw and go ahead. So I'm eligible for payouts now. I've met the minimum criteria and I've activated my two-factor authentication. So therefore I can withdraw from Stripe. If you wanted the Stripe UI, then you would just click on view earnings, and then it will show you everything in Stripe there. So yeah. Now we've added in analytics as well. So if anybody is a YouTuber here, which obviously Matthias, you have a YouTube channel, so you'll recognize certain things here. So you'll have like an engagement heat map. You'll have a fan engagement timeline, so it'll tell you like the times and stuff. You'll get, but what we've added as well is we've added revenue projections. So the current monthly recurring revenue, 30-day projection, 90-day projection, and it will separate it all in recurring revenue, one-time revenue, and then your total revenue. So one-time revenue obviously is like any of your products. So anything from your shop, videos, etc. Those are one-time revenues because they're one-time purchases, whereas your memberships would go under the recurring revenue model. We also take tips. So like creators can also accept tips on their profile. So that would also be another way of one-time revenue. So down here, it'll tell you exactly, you can sort it by recent sales, total revenue, and total sales, and by products, videos, courses, and top fans. So products, so I see, okay, well, this product, the Joker, I've made one sale, $202 I made within the last 30 days. Next, I can see the same thing for my videos, same for my courses. It'll tell me exactly what I have. And then you'll also be able to see your top fans. So you can you can see by latest purchases, most purchases, or highest spenders. So for example, this guy, Crazy Fan, is my highest spender. So he spent $1,201 on my items, right? He's purchased 20 items. His last purchase was here. And because he's also subscribed, I can also click this, which was going to lead me to the chats. Okay, so the way that a chat gets opened up with a creator and a regular user is by that user getting a paid membership. Okay, so basically, it's membership. It's a membership gated chat. So this kind of cuts the noise a little bit in terms of, as a creator, you know, some creators are very busy. Some creators have a lot of people that are hitting them up, and so this is a way to better prioritize their time, so that they're not getting a bunch of spam. They're not getting, and if they are getting spam, at least the user will have paid for their membership, so at least they're getting something out of it, you know. So yeah, so chats are automatically created when a fan subscribes to your paid membership. So up here, right, you'll be able to see like the person. So in this case, Crazy Fan will be able to see your new releases up here. You can see them too, of course, as a creator, but they'll be able to see your new releases. So a picture of Uranus. Sorry, I can't say that without laughing. And so you'll have that. You'll have you know, the second product here, and you'll have the third product here, right? And so you can view details on all of them. And this is how it would look as well in the chats. So when I said there was automated products in the DMs, this is exactly what it would look like. Obviously, I'm in the creator account, so it says manage video, right? Because this is my video that I've put out. However, a user would see something differently. They would see the same card, but instead of managed product, it would say something like unlock for $10 or whatever. And so once they click that, it's like I mean, this particular mechanism is OnlyFans uses this particular mechanism as well. You can click on that and you get your product instantly. It's delivered. You can open it. You can see it. You can watch it. You can listen to it. Whatever the product is, right? So that's what you know. That's what this looks like. That's the chats. You know, I can go in. I can edit my product. So yeah, that's the chats. How are we doing so far? Am I any questions so far?
No, that's great. Yes, we had a good question, and we'll even expand it. Like, what is the analytic advantage of people paying for videos available on YouTube? Maybe James, you want to explain why would someone come from Resonate? What YouTube and all of those other tools they are lacking, and what they can find here in Resonate? Maybe the top three that you would point out.
Yeah. So I would say like. If I'm not understanding the question properly, just let me know. But from what I understand, you're asking why would people pay for videos that are available on YouTube, I assume is the question. And yeah, I mean, the answer is you probably wouldn't. But as a creator, you usually have content that is not on YouTube, right? You'll have private content specifically for, you know, maybe like more top tier content, maybe like behind the scenes something, more like intimate content probably, or maybe more valuable content, you know. You could do a video course, right? It could be anything like that. And that's the type of videos I think that would be worthy of selling, you know what I mean? I mean, of course, you could technically put it on YouTube and then also put it on Resonate. I mean, it's not you know, it's not that we don't accept that. I mean, you can do whatever you want. At the end of the day, we want creators to use Resonate as their business platform, essentially, right? How they make ends meet. And so, you know, how you choose to do that, that'll be completely up to you. But yeah, and feel free to follow up with any, if I didn't answer your question or you want more clarification, feel free to ask.
Yeah, maybe it would be something like this. Someone trying to monetize through YouTube. For example, in Resonate, I can send the videos directly to my followers, to my communities, to my subscribers. This is not a feature I can find in YouTube, right? Maybe you want to point out some of these features that are unique for Resonate that you found lacking in YouTube, in those other platforms. You showed a lot of features, but maybe if you want to pick like 2 or 3, why would people join Resonate today?
Yeah. So for us, I think, and I'm going to get into that very shortly. But you know, I think the main differentiator is going to be our collaboration tool. And so for us, that's a huge differentiator. And the other stuff is like, you know, you can do a lot of the monetization platforms right now. Like you can't do all of it, right? So it's very segregated. Like you'll have to you have to go on one platform to do one thing. You have to do another, for example, on school, right? You can sell a course, but like, can you sell like products and like, all the other stuff? Like probably not, right? You do have a membership if you want, but there's not really a good discovery system. There's a lot of things that are kind of missing from a platform like that. On something like a Patreon, like they did add a shop, recently, but the fees are quite high. And the other thing as well is like it doesn't feel like they're really innovating. So for us, like we want to bring in the next iteration of creator monetization, which I think, and we've built our platform like this. So again, having that Web3 link, having that discovery aspect, having that collaboration aspect, and having like a good solid AI agent that can really help you analyze your analytics that you have and kind of help you shape your platform a little better. The other thing too is, the one advantage for the other advantage for creators, that are either don't have a platform currently that they're monetizing on, or do, and are looking for something maybe a little different or a little better. One of the advantages, of course, is if you believe in something like this and you like what you see so far, like we are very dedicated to building the platform that you want. So like joining as a creator today, you kind of get to be like an ambassador to the platform. You kind of get to be, almost a little like you kind of get to have a say in, or at least your opinion will be heard into, what would make the platform better and how it's, how it's formed, how it's built. And so that's one thing. And then the other thing too is like, of course, as an early adopter of something, if the platform succeeds, which, I have, obviously there's a lot riding on me making this work, and I think it will, and I'm very confident in that. If you join early on, obviously you get to grow as the platform grows. And, for example, like the first, let's say like 50 creators, they're going to get a massive head start in terms of like the users that come on the platform. They're going to be exposed to like the first creators, right? Because that's what they're going to see. So that's one thing to keep in mind too. The other thing too is like you don't lose anything, right? There's nothing like we have several different. Right now we have a free plan, which obviously is nothing to start. So anybody can get started for free. We do have a pro plan, which we're working on as well for a little, for bigger creators or for creators that want more tools. We'll have that available for them for like a monthly fee. But yeah, anybody can start for free. Like we're not gatekeeping that at all. So you have your chats, and this is what the feed would look like. So again, very like X-like, I would say, or even TikTok-like. So you have your For You, and then you have your My Creators tab. So as a user, the My Creators tab is anybody that you're subscribed to, anybody that you have a membership to. All the posts from those creators will be there. And then your For You, right now, obviously, it's kind of useless because we don't have many creators on the platform right now. We don't have many users on the platform right now. But as it starts to grow, it's going to curate, right? It's going to curate to what you like and what you're interested in. So that's the feed. The discovery section, which I was talking about earlier, and we're still working on it, of course. But right now we have it separated as such. And so when somebody goes onto their discovery page, they'll be able to see like all creators, all courses, all videos, and all products. And then within those, right, you have all these tags I was talking about earlier. So like, let's say I'm trying to learn, I don't know, web development, and so let's just say I click that tag. Well, boom, okay. Well, these are the 3 courses about web development, and so it's easily findable. You don't, again, like, and that's what's cool about our platform compared to the other ones too, is like, as a small creator, you can still get found. You can still make money. If you put out good content and you make it easily searchable, it will get found, right? And then we've implemented a review system too. So if your content's good, it's going to get upvoted, it's going to get high ratings, it's going to get more visible as the platform grows. And then boom, like your thing, because you joined early and because you put out good content or a good course or a good video or a good product, it's there, you know what I mean? And so you have that advantage there for you. You know, if you go to, like, for example, the product page, you know, there's more here too. Like you can go by, again, you can go by category, you know, you can do by price range, by product type, you know, you can search, sort by, all that kind of stuff, all that good stuff. So that's the discovery section. Any questions on that, Matthews?
Not so far. People have been commenting that they want to join the wait list. That's cool. Maybe if you want to point them the direction, they would sign up, and then you would approve them manually, right? Maybe how many users you have right now? How many you're letting in the beta phase? Just for us to let or
Yeah.
community.
So right now, honestly, it's just been friends and family. So we haven't really, like, this is basically the first time we are showing it outside of just friends and family.
Right.
So, yeah. So like when I say early stage, obviously it's, you know, very early stage. So yeah, and you know, to get to so to answer your question, to sign up, all you got to do is go to resonade.io. There's going to be very obvious buttons that you click there. You can either click join waitlist or join for free or whatever it says. And then there'll be two options. You can either join as a fan or you can join as a creator. Okay. You'll put in your email for each. You'll put in if it's a creator, you'll put in also like a social link. So you know, it could be an Instagram, it could be a Twitter, it could be YouTube, it could be whatever you want, and that's it. And as a fan, all you got to do is just put in your email, and that's it. Awesome, cryptocurrency.
Now we have another friend.
That's a good name.
Yeah. And we have a quick question as well from ID, the CEO, about the public. Is more for influencers trying to monetize a large audience, or it's more for creating a following from zero?
That's a fantastic question, and I'm happy to report that the answer is both. And so the goal of this platform, like I said before, it's twofold, right? So for large influencers that want to monetize and, you know, pay less fees and have access to maybe like better tools or more tools, or maybe a specific tool that we have that maybe their platform doesn't, like a Patreon, OnlyFans, you know, whatever platform they use, maybe that platform doesn't have this specific tool. So for example, our collaboration feature is something that none of those platforms have. You know, if you're using School and you want to, I don't know, use an AI assistant to help you better monetize your stuff and help you build your business strategy, maybe you come here. You know, if you're on Patreon, but you know you're a bit smaller creator and you're having trouble building your audience, maybe you leave Patreon and come on here, and as users come on the platform, they easily can find you, right? So there's a lot of different ways that I think any type of creator can benefit from here. And we've kind of thought about it, right? Because we have that free plan, and that's kind of geared towards smaller creators and like creators that are just starting out and can like work to grow with the platform. And then we have our pro plan, which is a paid plan with lower fees. Like we take a bit less from it, but it's a paid plan. But they have access to, like, you know, I guess like more intense tools. And so for us, that's what we were trying to do with that. So yeah, man, to answer your question, we want it to be the place where people can actually grow an audience and people can monetize their existing audience and or a new audience. And the cool part about our Discover section and our shop and all that stuff is that you don't need to be a huge creator to appear on these pages, right? So you might not have people sign up to your membership, right? Because maybe they don't really care about your content or whatever. But maybe they find one piece of content or one piece of, you know, one product or one course you put on. They're like, oh shit, this is a really valuable thing. I want to buy this particular thing. So that's what we've kind of juggled, and I think we've done a pretty good job to keep all of that in mind, and and build something that I think all creators of all shapes and sizes can use and benefit from.
That's wonderful. We have another person confirming felons joined the waitlist. Definitely complimentary to a number of platforms in the Web3 world. Maybe speak about NFTs and social days, Zora, and all of this kind of stuff.
No, that's great to hear, man. Thank you for joining. I'm happy you like what you see, and yeah, like for us, I'm very much involved in like the crypto world. Like I'm I'm kind of a degen at heart, a little bit. So no, but I'm just, to me, it's like, I think it's important to kind of think ahead and where the world is going. And so for us, we do want to have a bunch of integrations with either crypto projects or other stuff in that vicinity. So for us, we one of the things we prioritize before end of year 2 is having a whole integration for people who prefer to use just crypto. So yeah, and obviously if you have any ideas or feedback on that on the Web3 side, just feel free to comment or write to Matthias or send me an email. I'll put up my Resonade email after too for anybody who wants to get in touch with me about Resonade. And yeah, anyway, so this is the Collaborate. Okay, so this will be quite a big. It's kind of a big feature within Resonade, and we think it could pretty much be a standalone platform. And maybe it will someday. I don't know. But for us, think of something like a Cello or like a Notion, but it's within Resonade. It's built within Resonade. You can collaborate. You can send invites to other creators, whether they are on the platform or not. So, for example, let's say I want to collaborate with someone. I would find a creator on the platform. Okay, I would either make them a co-creator, a collaborator, a contributor. I would, send them an invite message. Hey, let's make a video together. Then I can go in and I can make it an equal split in terms of the revenue, or I can make a custom split. So I can do, let's just keep it 50-50. Okay, so it'll be co-creator 50-50. I sign up and I put in a title, video offer, and then I put in, and then I'll put in my proposal, and then it's sent to that person, right? So as you can see, my collaboration's in, it's pending right now, video offer. So that user will then need to accept the collaboration if they want to. Obviously, you would put more details in the proposal, right? It wouldn't just be video offer. You would put more details in it. But yeah. And so right now that's on platform. But, one of the problems we were trying to solve too is, right now, if you want to collaborate with another creator, it's hell, as I mentioned before, right? Like you have to go through so many different things and it's just a mess. You have to either go through email or Instagram or Twitter DMs or, whatever. And then you have to accept payments and then trust the other person and then Venmo and it's or PayPal, whatever. It's a mess. So for us, it's like, if you want to collaborate with someone, you do it through here, right? So, and what's cool too is we're adding in external invites too. So you can invite an external creator that is not on Resonade yet. They would receive an email, it's nicely Resonade branded, etc. It would have your offer. And if they click join, they can read your entire offer. And the only thing that they have to do is when they click join, if they're interested, they'll click join and then they quickly sign up and boom, they're brought to your collaboration with them. So yeah, you'll have all your recent activities. So anybody who's in your collaboration will, it will say here. This is V.5 of Collaborate, by the way. So this is, it's not a done deal yet, but we're pretty stoked about it. We'll have within the collaboration, let me find one that I actually like wrote something in. There you go. So in this one, right, you'll have, right now in this collaboration, there's 3 people, right? So there's these 3 creators. It's a 40-30-30 split. And within that collaboration group, we have, you know, different releases, right? So so what I mean by that is, like, you'll have, so this is like, okay, I'll make it simple. So right now, this collaboration is Bruce Wayne and Test User 5. Okay, so those are the two people that are in this collaboration. Now, within a collaboration, you can have multiple different releases, which can all have different revenue splits, right? Maybe one of you is involved more than the other on one product, and so it's a different revenue split. You know, or you can just keep it the same to keep it simple. You know, you'll have permissions, right? So Bruce Wayne is the owner, Test User 5. Okay, well, he's a collaborator right now, but you can change the different permissions that he has. In the workshop area, this is where, you know, you'll add in all your tasks. So you'll have, you know, create video trailer, create thumbnail for product, whatever, right? And when you're done, well, you just exit, and that's it, right? So you have your tasks. You can start a discussion. You can chat. This is a live chat. So if the other person is online, you can, you know, quickly chat with them here, and then you can chat instantly with them there. You can share resources. So this is where you would share, you know, this is where you would upload whatever documents that you're using for that particular project. Okay. So it's quite heavy right now, and so we're looking, you know, we're looking to maybe simplify it a bit if it's too complex. But we are trying to gather feedback on it and see, like, what users are thinking right now, and you know, and if it's been a smooth process. But essentially, the idea is that you create a product with somebody else, or you create a video with somebody else, or you create a course with somebody else. You release that course as a release. You choose your revenue split. So 50-50, 70-30, 90-10, whatever it is, right? And you can have like 3 or 4 or 5 people in the collaboration. It's not just 2 people, right? And you release your thing. It shows up in the discovery page, right? It shows up on your profile. And when people buy it, automatically the revenue split that you chose gets allocated to each person. So so that, like I said, I think, you know, we're iterating on it. We're going to improve it, but the concept, I think, is a really good one, and one that is it's nowhere right now. There's nothing like this right now. So we hope that it catches on, and we think it'll be a good differentiator.
That's amazing. How many developers you have, James? It is 55 developers, right? To build it out.
No, man, it's just me and my co-founder Peter. So we've done everything from scratch. We've done everything from A to Z, design, nice. Concept, development, everything. So yeah, we're pretty stoked. We've done this in about, I guess, 9-10 months, probably more than that, probably like 11 months now. So we've built this platform, and yeah, so it's been a long time coming. But
nice. We're AI to code it. How many AI agents in the meantime?
Well, we don't have any AI agents, right? Like it's right now it's just a placeholder, but this is kind of what it would look like.
I mean, for coding, like
yeah, I mean, yeah, we obviously used AI to help us, but my buddy like Peter is a developer, right? So it's not just somebody who is learning how to vibe code. Like, he uses AI to his advantage, right? And we use AI to our advantage, but it just helps us be more efficient. But then, like, there's a lot that goes into building an app and building a product. It's not just, vibe code it and then let it be, because there's a lot of security issues. There's a lot of, privacy issues. So stuff like that needs to be touched on. And that's where Peter comes in to make sure that everything's running properly and everything's secured.
Yeah. And obviously he produced a lot in 11 months. Probably 10x, right? Very, very good of him.
Yeah. I mean, like, so for example, for the collaboration for Collaborate, like we were able to build that. I mean, it's been about a month. It's been about a month and a bit right now, maybe a month and a half, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Whereas usually something as heavy as that would probably take like 3, 4 months at minimum. So
Yeah,
able to we've been able to cut times in half and make this feature heavy by using AI. Or by not even by complementing what we are doing with AI. So it
yeah,
doesn't have to be like the be all end all, but I definitely recommend, like, anybody who's interested in building apps, like, use it to your advantage.
yeah. There's vibe coding. There's also rage coding, right?
Yeah.
Before we run out of time, let me pick a couple questions here. There are two from Gabriel. Um, how creators can contact each other inside the platform, as in collaborations? It's a question from Pedro Gabriel.
Yeah.
And also, how can I do live stream inside the platforms?
Yeah, so great question. So as far as the collaboration stuff, you would just, again, you would type in their name, and then you would find them. This is for a creator that's on the platform right now. If they are not on the platform, we are working on adding that in. So that'll be kind of the next iteration. We'll be inviting external creators to the platform. So that would all be in here. And
Nice.
as far as live streaming, we, like, obviously we want to have our own live streaming thing, but it's just like ridiculously expensive. So for us, we were actually looking at some like a live stream integration. So we're not sure exactly which way we're going to go yet. Like, we were looking at StreamYard as an option. We were looking at other options. Matthias, feel free to hop in and let me know if you have any thoughts on that. But yeah, we obviously we do think that live streaming is an important element, but it's not our main element. And we if we add if we add our own live streaming capabilities, like, that would come much later on, because it's, like I said, it's very, very expensive. But the integration, might come sooner than you think.
No, that's great. Yeah. Um, Satya is asking what tools helped you in ideating, building, pivoting the last 100 months? What have you guys been using there behind the scenes?
Yeah, great question. So so for me, like, I used to design, I used a lot of, I went on Framer, and I kind of learned how to use Framer. Figma, of course. I was using Replit and a few other vibe coding platforms such as that, to kind of help me with the initial concept. I kind of had an idea in mind already, though, and, like, all of this, I pretty much, like, to be honest, like, most of this, outside of a few new features, like, when I started the platform, like, everything was wireframed by hand. So, like, I literally sat down and I wireframed everything I thought of on like 20 sheets. And I was like, okay, well, this is going to be there. This is going to look like that. Very, like, rough wireframes, obviously. Like, I'm not really good at drawing or anything, but it was very, like, just the main basics. At that time, there were a lot that you see that came after, so those are not on the initial wireframes. But I always kind of had it in mind, like, I want to make this an ideal all-in-one platform for creators. Here are the things I want to do. I just don't know how to prioritize them, or how to iterate with them. But I think just having the ability to use AI, and, like, just chatting with AI a lot, is, like, it's very valuable, because it'll kind of show you your biases, and it'll also show you, like, if you're focused too much on one thing, or you're kind of overthinking certain things. And so I've really kind of personalized the AI that I use to really know me and know my weaknesses. So it kind of keeps me in check a little bit. And as far as building, like I said, we used a lot of platforms like Replay. I'm just saying Replay because it's probably one of the best known ones, but we used a bunch of other ones too. And yeah, so that was kind of the process. I think like it's a lot of back and forth, and then we also pivoted a few times, right? Like especially with the revenue model. For the revenue model, we pivoted like several times. But now I think we're pretty stoked about. We're pretty satisfied with what we have so far, which is really just this. So for now, like we'll have a free plan. This is your starter plan. Which will include like creator prompts, so, a limit on uploading videos, a limit on, and this is for your feed, not for your paid videos. But yeah, and then 5% fee on products, 7% on memberships, which if you're familiar with the other platforms, this is way cheaper. And then a $29 a month for the pro right now. You'll get more prompts, you'll get just more stuff essentially, and lower fees. So that's kind of the model we chose. At first we went like, we went through different iterations of everything. But I think the most helpful thing was really taking a step back and like figuring out, okay, what is the main thing we are trying to accomplish here? And then breaking that down into like, okay, what makes sense first? What will attract people first? And then we add on certain things. So what are the core features, right? Right now, our platform is all core features. Whatever we choose to add from here, they're all supplemental features, and they're all add-ons, and they're all improving the UX and improving the user experience. And of course, we're going to improve the UI as well as time goes. But we think we have something pretty solid and user-friendly currently. And yeah, I hope that answers your question.
That's great. That's great, James. If you have any closing directions for people finding out about Resonate now, about the open beta, what they should look for, what kind of feedback are you expecting, what kind of creators you're looking for?
Yeah. So first things first, like I don't come from like I don't come from a rich background or anything. Like I've worked my ass off over the last 10 years to get to where I am and to build what I've been able to build. And like I've learned everything from scratch. I don't, like I have a university degree, but it has nothing to do with everything I've done over the last 5 years. You know what I mean? Like, so everything that I've done in the past 5 years, whether it was like YouTube, creating content, building a Web3 project, building a software that was then sold successfully within a year to a major company, like doing these things, like I had to just kind of like get off my ass and like just learn, right? So and AI, like and it's even easier than 5 years from now, right? Because you have really good AI. Like it's not perfect yet, of course, and it really sucks at like certain things. But like generally speaking, it's great for a lot of things, and you can learn so much just watching YouTube videos, like following the right creators and the right people that really know what they're doing, and yeah, just working with AI. Like I think you can literally achieve anything you want to achieve and build anything you want to build by doing that. So, anyways, so Matthias, what we're looking for is really like we want all feedback. Okay, we're not picky about feedback. We want feedback from regular users. We want feedback from the regular person. We want feedback from small creators. We want feedback from like mid-sized creators. We want feedback from large creators. And we want to hear from you, right? We want to know, how was your experience using Resonade? What do you think works? What do you think would improve the platform? What do you think doesn't work? What do you think is like a bad flow or a user flow? If there's a bug, report the bug. Obviously, you see here, right? Report bug. Okay, you'll just click that here and you'll submit it. We receive it, and that's great. If you want to share a suggestion, like a new idea, something that isn't here right now, feel free to do that. Right now we're all ears, right? Because again, we've just shared this with friends and family so far. That's the only people that have been in the platform. So we need feedback from right? And it doesn't matter where we start or from who. It's just, you know, in the next month or so, like I'll be doing, like, I mean, obviously it's starting today, but over the next month and 2 months, 3 months, that, you know, we're going to make a big push to get the first users on the platform. You know, I haven't even made, like, I made a Twitter and I made a few, you know, a few social platforms to get the handles, but we haven't even posted content yet. And like, that's the other thing for content. Like, we're going to utilize AI to do a lot of the content. So a lot of the video content, you know, is going to be AI. So, you know, so
But
yeah,
when this video is going to be clipped by AI, AI's subtitles, all of these kind of things, we are probably going to be creating content right now in this live. Thank you everyone for participating, by the way.
Yeah, no, for sure. And, you know, so yeah, so that's, you know, that's what we're looking for right now. We're looking for users or people that are curious, right? People that are users or people that are curious, people that want to be creators, people that are creators, that are interested in helping build a platform, shape a platform, get in early on something that could be cool, that will be cool. You know, now's your chance.
That's amazing. Thank you very much, James. If people want to contact you about Resonate, about getting started,
Yeah,
we have the link here. But if they want to reach out to you, maybe you want to give your email, your socials, or something like that.
yeah. Can you just put in just put my email on the screen or put my email in the comments, or I don't know what you want to do, but yeah, just james@resonade.io. That's where you can reach me, and yeah.
Okay, I'll put that in the comments right now.
Welcome. Anybody's welcome. I'm you know, I'll answer you for sure, and I'm happy to hear from anybody.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Thanks James for showing up. Thanks everyone that participated. Resonate.io, hottest new creator platform out there. Project submitted for Artisan Season 6. Go there and drop a vote if you want. Subscribe for the beta. James is going to review your profile. He's going to see if your feed is looking good or not. Just kidding. It's, let's stop the feed picture joke, right? James is going to approve your profile, and then you can start creating that and growing with Resonate.
Yeah, and you know, and yeah, again, so thanks again for having me, Matthias, and anybody who showed up to the live or anybody who will watch this later. If you've made it this far, I mean, thanks for doing that. You're a legend, and I hope you start to use Resonate and get some value out of it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone.